So I just watched this great video from Scoriox where he made a video of 10 ways to earn an Illuvium. It's a great video, and I'm going to list off the 10 he talked about, but I'm going to encourage you to go watch his video, and I'll leave a link in the description below to get more context on these 10. And that's actually going to be a precursor to this video, because I'm going to add 7 more onto his 10, for a total of 17. I think I definitely have a few on this list. When he's watching it, Scoriox, if you're watching right now, you'll be like, why didn't I list that one? But I also think I have a couple other on here that, nobody else is thinking about. So from Scoriox's video, he has 1, the Illuvium Beyond leaderboards, 2, survival mode leaderboards, 3, trading on the Illuvidex, 4, the Ascendant Arena leaderboards, 5, esports, 6, third-party tournaments, 7, coaching, being a coach, 8, selling Illuvium Zero Fuel, 9, building tools or creating content. And just to add to this one real quick, if you are a content creator and you've proven yourself in this space, you might be able to get one of those merch coupon codes and get a little kickback from anybody using your code for the merch store. And speaking of that, Najay5 is my coupon code. So if you go to the merch store, the Illuvium merch store, and you purchase anything, you're going to get 5% off using this code. In 10, he had playing the overworld, which he believes is going to be the most lucrative, and I tend to agree with him. But let's get right into my additional 7 on this list. So we're going to just start with calling it 11. So 11 is going to be building a skins shop through Illuvium Zero blueprints. Now the blueprints in Illuvium Zero are not going to be the only way you can create skins, but the skins you can create from these blueprints are going to be exclusive to those blueprints. So this is going to work best if you do own land and optimize your land for finding blueprints, but you don't even have to be a landowner. You can just buy these blueprints off of the Illuvidex, and if you get something rare, you can create those blueprints and sell them on the market. Now for example, say we're 6 months down the road and there are 3 Ramfire blueprints in existence. If you buy those 3 blueprints up, then you can essentially control the demand of Ramfire skins in the main game. And then you can set your own price. So just like a lot on Scoriox's list and then the list that I'm making now, there is risk involved, but setting up a skins shop, I think, is just another way that you could earn in this game. So 12. I have 12 listed as 12A and 12B, because this is lending out your land. 12A is being the lender. So you own the land, you don't have enough time to play it yourself, so you set up a partnership with somebody else who doesn't own the land, and you split the percentage of the earnings. So as the landowner, you're going to negotiate that with somebody who wants to play the land. Maybe you're getting 60 or 70% of the return from that without having to spend any time playing the game. And then 12B would be on the player side of that partnership. So say you don't own any Illuvium land, but you want to earn a little something from it. You're going to find somebody who owns some land, maybe owns multiple plots of land, and they don't have time to play it. So you're going to negotiate with them. Maybe you can negotiate 50%, and then you're going to be able to earn from that land by playing it without even owning it. And I guess if I really had to put a 12C in here, would be having some kind of partnership set up for different aspects of the game. But there's a lot of unknowns in that right now, so I would say make sure you're subscribed to this channel, because once we figure that out, I am definitely going to be making videos on it. And so let's move on to number 13. And number 13 is going to be along those lines, but it's going to be sponsoring esports players. So they're going to be great players around the world who may not be able to afford the top decks to compete in tournaments and esports. So similar to like poker, you could bankroll somebody to go into tournaments, supply them with the best possible deck to play, and say they come out on top of one of these top esports tournaments and win tens of thousands of dollars, and then you negotiate a split where if they win that money, you take half of it. I guess this could have also been in a 2-part 13A, 13B for being the person who's doing the bankroll and being the person who's playing. So number 14 would be SILV2 arbitrage. Now this isn't going to last very long, and by the time we even get to the main game, it's debatable how much you're going to be able to do with this. But on the open market, you can buy SILV2 for a cheaper price than ILV. We've already seen with Illuvatars that SILV2 has gone up to about 96, maybe even 97% of an ILV. And when you spend this SILV2 in-game, you're getting the value of ILV. So what some people have done in Illuvatars, and I could see this working in any part of the game, is to buy SILV2 at a slight discount, spend that in-game, and then whatever you purchase, sell off to the free market, priced in ETH at its full value. Easiest way to do that right now is with Illuvatars. So you might be able to get a 10, 15, 20% discount by buying a disc in SILV2, and then you just sell it for the mint price in ETH, and you can make a little bit extra doing that. But again, that's not going to last very long, so I wouldn't think of this as a long-term way to make money. And number 15 is to run for council for Illuvium. In Governance V2, there are 14 slots from the community to get onto different sub-councils. So there's, the game council, community council, marketing council, and the strategy council. I'm currently sitting on the strategy council, if you weren't aware. But at least during this epoch, we are earning $1,500 worth of ILV. Now, some might think that we just show up to a meeting every once in a while and vote on things. There really is a lot more work that goes into it. Between meetings, we're always talking in the Discord and bouncing ideas off of each other and writing proposals. So there is a lot of work that goes into it, and there is a very limited amount of spots. But if you're going to try to create some kind of content and have a big presence and be respected in the Illuvium space, running for council and getting on could be another way to earn in this ecosystem. Number 16 would just be revenue distribution. So if you're buying the ILV token and you stake it, you're going to get a share of 95% of the revenue that comes into Illuvium. So at first that number is going to be smaller. You might not be getting too much, revenue right at the beginning when we might only have 20, 30,000 people. But as we build up over time, and if you're deep in this community, I'm sure you believe, just like most of us, that at some point we could have 1 million players in this ecosystem or more. That revenue distribution you're going to get back from just staking your ILV, but could potentially be the best and most lucrative way to earn in this ecosystem. And last but not least is the Leviathan Arena. Now, I put an asterisk here because I think this is on hold right now because of legal reasons, but what was originally planned was that you could wager Ethereum in the Leviathan Arena. So you could challenge somebody, and say you are a big whale in this space, you could challenge somebody for 1 Ethereum, and the winner of that match could win that Ethereum. Now, we're not 100% sure this will be the case or when this will be implemented, but it has been talked about, so I wanted to put it on this list. But that's my 7 additional ways to earn an Illuvium on top of Scoriox's top 10. Again, I encourage you to watch his if you haven't already, and then let me know if there's anything between Scoriox's video and my video that was not mentioned and could be a way to earn an Illuvium. But that's it for this video. I will catch you in the next one.